Hi friends, Lyndi here. Welcome to Will You Press the Button? So this is a game called Will You Press the Button that is on willyoupressthebutton.com. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a button in the middle of the screen, and it gives you two options. Or it gives you an option to do a thing, but there's a consequence. And you can either press the button and get that thing and take that consequence, or say, no, I'm not going to press that button. So it's time for you and I to get to know me a little bit better and find out what buttons I would press. So you can bring back to life any one person of your choice from all of history, but they will follow you around like a lost puppy, even to the bathroom. Oh, well, who would I... That could get really amusing. I mean, you could bring back, Gandhi, and just have your personal Gandhi puppy watching you pee. Which is not... I can't think of any scenario where I would want some lost, famous historical figure to just be following me around. Sorry, I won't press that button. Oh, that was about 50-50, 59% press the button. Next. You can simulate the real world in every single detail on your computer, enabling you to create various multiverses at your own hands. But you cannot alter anything with yourself and can only be you in all those universes. Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah, I'll be me in whatever universe I create. I've pressed the button like 66% of people. Press the button, she falls in love with you. But you stop truly loving her. Well, that's just depressing. Why would you want her to fall in love with you if you're not going to love her anymore? That's just selfish. No. Good, 70% didn't. You will receive $10 million, but you will be erased from everyone's memory. Okay, let's think about this. If this is a one-time erasure, like the people who currently know you and remember you, that'll all be wiped. But anything from here on out, I can still create new memories, because why not get $10 million and then go make new memories and reintroduce yourself to these people? I mean, that sounds reasonable, right? I think yes. Oh, I'm not with the majority on that one, but just barely. You're handed the keys to a warehouse in which you can ask for anything and receive it within 24 hours. That's awesome. But if you press the button, you get damned straight to hell. So I can have anything I ever want within 24 hours, but I have to go to hell. I mean, there's a lot of religious conversations that could happen around this, but really it's just, I get anything I want whenever I want, but I go to hell for it. I mean... I don't see the point in that. There's nothing that I need that badly that I want to sell my soul for it, so no. Agreed. Press the button, you find a cure for cancer. But the person you hate most takes all the credit. Oh. See, that's hard because it's selfish to not press that button. Because, I mean, we need a cure for cancer, and what the heck does it matter who comes up with it? As long as it's cured and it helps people. Get that cure for cancer. Yeah, 66% are good people. Just saying that you want to save people, but only if I get the credit for it, okay? It's awful. You lead the charge to overthrow the American government, to rebuild it for the people, by the people, as it was intended. But you can't oppress anyone based on race, gender, sexual orientation, or thoughts. So basically, press the button and you single-handedly overthrow the American government and rebuild it the way it was supposed to be without oppression and everything. That sounds like a good thing, you know, minus the overthrowing the government. Don't storm the Capitol. Not that that's topical right now. Oh, I meant to say yes, I would press it. I got distracted on don't storm the Capitol. Yes, press that button. Make change. Don't discriminate based on stupid things. Okay. You know all languages, but every time you curse, you lose a year of your life, or a language, whichever is more worthy. Okay, first question, who determines what's more worthy, you knowing a language or a year of your life? Who gets to make that determination? Second of all, I don't curse that often. So, I mean, and I'd be even more careful about it if I was literally losing part of my life for cursing. So, yes, I want to press a button and instantly know all languages. That's an interesting split. I guess people curse a lot. You can perform a perfect genocide. Excuse me, what is a perfect genocide? Like, is there a world in which genocide can be done well? But you have to do it every year until only one race remains. Okay. Laughing so hard I'm choking. One moment. Apparently, genocide of the entire world is hilarious to me. Okay. Let's go with no. Thank you. Thank you, 33% of people I'm a little bit worried about. Your current or future wife or husband has the absolute perfect body and personality, but you meet them when you're both 15 and they are the only person you can ever date and you can never cheat. Okay. Well, if it's your current or future partner and they have the perfect body and personality, why would you ever want to cheat or date anyone else? You meet them when you're 15 and you get an awesome long life with this awesome, perfect individual, it sounds like. So yes. Yeah, 14% of people are crazy. You will possess unmatched charisma, instantly adored by everyone you meet. But you are doomed to a life of financial woes, losing any job paying above minimum wage within a month. Ugh. I mean, I'm already doomed to a life of financial woes. Or so my bank account would tell me. You will possess unmatched charisma, instantly adored by everyone you meet, but you'll forever be broke and lose jobs. So everybody likes you, they just don't want to hire you. I mean, doomed to a life of financial woes is so, like, final. Because it sounds like if I'm going to lose any job paying above minimum within a month, you get a minimum wage job and you work a crap load of hours, or you just get a new job every month. I mean, everyone likes you, so you have awesome references. I'm going to go with yes. Nope. You become the greatest fondler in the history of the universe and are aware of all knowledge related to sex. But you can't fondle or have sex with anyone, only pass on your knowledge. I mean, how do you become the greatest fondler without fondling anything? That sounds a little sad. To just know everything and be able to practice nothing, that just sounds really, really sad. Although you'd be the ultimate sex guru and be giving really good advice to everybody and probably be super, super rich and famous for it. But what's fame without, sex and a love life? This coming from someone who's asexual, but has worked at a sex shop, so... I mean, I know a lot. I know things. Let's get off the topic of sex. Let's see. I'm gonna go with no. Yeah, most people agree with me. Moving on. You can have the superpower of your choice, but everybody tries to kill you. See, this goes back to that whole, do heroes breed villains or do villains breed heroes conversation. If you have superpowers, that attracts people who want to kill you because of your superpowers, or people who want to, build themselves up to, be your rival. And therefore, superpowers are necessary because now you have a rival. Whereas that rival wouldn't have existed if you didn't have the superpowers. I don't want everyone trying to kill me. I'd rather have superpowers that I can just keep to myself. I'm gonna not. Huh. More people want powers. Well, I guess the mindset is if you have a superpower of your choice and it's something aggressive or defensive in some way that can protect you, then it's fine that everyone's trying to kill you. But then what's the point of having a power if it's just to defend yourself? Huh. Okay, moving on. You get the most powerful computer of all time, with a copy of all the games ever to be known. Okay, yes, so far. But you have to repeat the last 3 years of studies you've done without using it, ever. Without using the stuff you studied, or without using the computer? Oh, you have to complete the last 3 years of the studies you've done without using the computer in those 3 years. I mean, will it still be the most powerful computer of all time if it's 3 years from the... Oh, well, it's of all time. So, literally best computer... yes, I can hold off using a piece of tech for 3 years if it's forever going to be the best thing. Plus, I like school, so I'd happily repeat my last 3 years. You discover aliens are real, but if you tell anyone living thing an alien apocalypse. If you tell any one living thing that an alien apocalypse occurs, so you discover that they're real, but you can't tell anybody about them, or else the apocalypse happens. Could I just go live among them? Does that mean that if someone later finds out that no, because I wouldn't be telling them, so that wouldn't cause it. I'm overthinking these. I mean, that's the point of this game, but I'm overthinking it. You discover aliens are real, but you can cause an apocalypse by telling anybody. I think it'd be cool just to know that they're real. I don't have to talk about it. I want to know there's aliens living among us. You can travel in time and space endlessly, but you age way slower than everyone else and can't keep a friend for more than 2 years. Can you not keep a friend because they would get suspicious of you not aging? Or can you just not because that's part of this and you're a dick? But I mean, if you're moving around in time and space endlessly, you're basically Rick Sanchez, and you have infinite universes and friends and whatever to keep, and so what does it matter if you keep them for 2 years? But I mean, also, it's kind of nice to know people for a long time. You know what? I'll press that button. I'll press that. That one's pretty split, too. Okay, let's do just a couple more. Any controller you use would be incredibly comfortable to use, and you will be superb at every game you play with it. Okay. But you will forever have Cheeto fingers. I mean, you would break your controller. Wait, any controller you use would be... Okay, so you're just awesome at every game with any controller you pick up, but you forever have Cheeto fingers, so you're gonna lose all of your gaming buddies, because they're gonna hate you forever for destroying their controllers with your Cheeto fingers. I had a very good friend, in college who used to eat Cheetos with chopsticks. We would be sitting there playing board games, and he would get out his Cheeto bag and his chopsticks, and he would eat them with chopsticks so that he could have clean hands for the game and not get Cheeto fingers all over everything. Which I thought was brilliant, and it's my favorite way to eat Cheetos now. No, I'm not gonna destroy game controllers. Don't eat and play video games, okay? We've all done it. We've all seen how greasy the controllers get, and then we all complain when they start drifting and lagging and sticking. It's our fault. You did it yourself. You are able to change the future, but every time you choose something to happen, the opposite occurs with someone you know. Okay, so let's think this through. So I'm able to change the future. So I know something's gonna happen, and I want to change it. So I can, stop something bad from happening, or specifically make something good happen. But then the opposite occurs when I do that, and that bad thing I'm stopping from happening will happen to someone else, or that good thing I'm making happen will make something bad happen to someone else, someone I know. I don't think anything's worth changing enough, to inconvenience someone else. Especially if it's like, you're stopping someone from dying, but then you kill someone you know. Like, what's the point, right? Well, not. Ooh, that's right down the middle. Okay. Press the button, become president. But you have to kill 3/4 of your nation. I don't want to kill anyone, nor do I want to be president. I just want to see. Okay, good. Good, most people are a little bit, non-homicidal. Ooh, this is one I always wonder about. You can read people's minds. Okay, you become able to read people's minds, but they can hear your mind too. I don't know. The superpower I would love more than anything is mind reading. Mainly because in like a college class or something, in like an academic setting, teachers grade tests while you take them. Or, while you're in a debate with someone, like, you could hear their argument before they make it. You could hear the right answers to the test before you put them down. I mean, you can cheat your way through life based on other people's knowledge. But the idea that they can also hear what I'm thinking, or hear the fact that I'm doing that, I don't know. I think that might be a deal breaker for me, although it'd be really cool to be able to communicate telepathically with people. But I don't want them to be able to hear me. Just like I wouldn't want to read people's minds 24/7. Whenever I talk about superpowers, I say I want to read minds at will. I want to be able to look at someone and go, what are you thinking right now? Not just walk around and, what's that movie, What Women Want? Where he can just hear everything. I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm gonna leave it right here. You can read people's minds if you hit that button, but they can also hear you too. What would you say? I want to see what you guys have to say in the comments. If you like videos like this, let me know. This was really silly, and there's lots of really silly games I can do like this where I'm just letting you get to know me a little better while I answer ridiculous questions. Online quizzes are fun for short little videos. So I hope you learned a bit about Lyndi today. I certainly did. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see ya!